standing around, you know who the hell they are. But when you walk up to brother from Puerto Rico and say, what are you? He said, Puerto Rico. He said, no, you ain't. You're not a Puerto Rico. What are you? You're more. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Dominican Republic. You're not a Dominican Republic. You're more. Cuba's a place, not a people. And I'm Cuban. Don't let them fall for that crap. Stop, strip back all the names and keep saying more. And then we become the majority. And according to their system, the majority rules. So if all the Latinos, Asians, Nubians, as you want to, whatever, come together and say we are all Moors, what happens? We control the thing. Now, you could be a Moor brother and say, Assalamu alaikum. You say, Assalamu alaikum. Jesus is Lord and Savior. Jesus is Lord and Savior. Shalom leka. Shalom leka. Neturu. Neturu. Odabo. Odabo. You know what I'm saying? Anything that makes you feel happy. But your nationality first. Because when they weigh us in this country, they weigh us blacks against Caucasians, right? But if I stopped and raised my hand and said, excuse me, sir, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, excuse me, sir. Just what nationality is Clinton? I want to break that down. I like Clinton. Now, what nationality is? He's Irish. Let's separate him over here. You follow? Let's go to Cuomo in New York. He's Italian. And let's go to Koch. He's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? So I start taking them, and where they got white, I start taking them and breaking it down like this. Irish, Polish, Scottish, Jewish, French, German, Italian, Swedish. Don't be afraid. Huh? Russian, what? Polish.
Yugoslavian.
Okay. You got the point. Yugoslavian. However, they say we are all Negroes. They don't want to recognize that if a person comes over here from Trinidad, that he's a Trinidadian. The moment he gets over here, he becomes a Negro. But brothers from Cuba, and he's dark-skinned right away, he is. Everybody who speaks Spanish is Latino to them. They don't care whether you're from the Dominican Republic. You speak Spanish, you're Latino. Correct? And if you say to them, excuse me, sir, I'm not Latin. Because Latins are Romans and I'm not a Roman. You follow me there? You back him in his tracks. Person says, excuse me, I'm not a Trinidadian. I'm not Three Mountains. You know what I'm saying? What will happen when we do to them what they have been doing to us in reverse? Will demand that they present the man on television or the woman on television that commits the heinous crime, that they put first their nationality. Because unfortunately, because we're calling them all look-alike, if a crime is committed, they put you on television and say, well, a nigger did it. They don't say a Cuban did it. You know what I'm saying? It's a nigger did it. But when Caucasians do that, there's no way to log it. I want to be able to say, okay, an Irish man is the one who robbed that store. A Jew just burnt up that building. What was his name? He burnt up the government's building. What was his name? McVeigh. What was he? McVeigh. Well, say it. You know, not y'all, them. Say, young Irish guy blows up US FBI building. So everybody can turn in and focus on the Irish and say, you Irish are bad people. So if I catch Irish people walking in my neighborhood at night, I can stop them and say, you better get out of here because you're up to something. If I have a store and an Irishman walks in, I can walk up and say, oh, can I help you? Because y'all got a history of blowing up buildings. So we don't need you Irish people walking around our neighborhood. That's what they do to you and I. Snoop Doggy Dogg commits a crime, and I walk through the neighborhood and they ask me, come here. What are you doing here? Walking through the neighborhood. You live around here? Does it really make a difference? Yeah, it makes a difference because we don't know who you are. Are you supposed to know who I am for some reason? To have a hit record or a movie or some shit out? Unless you're implying because I'm walking through a white neighborhood on the planet Earth in the U.S. of A. where I have my rights and pay my taxes, that you're supposed to know who I am. But I know you're not doing that because you'd be in violation of my rights. You wouldn't want to do that. That's not what you. You know what they'll say? Nigga, just get out of here. Whoa, so, more, just get out of here. Nigga wouldn't have questioned you. You know what I'm saying? I have a right to stay here unless I'm in violation of some law. I have over $7 in my pocket, so you can't get me for loitering. I don't have any tools, so you can't get me for burglary tools. I don't plan to piss on the sidewalk, so you can't get me. I'm not going to talk to no white people, so I won't be disturbing the peace. So what is your case? And if you don't have no case, get out my face. And you do have a right to ask them. You just don't know you do. And when you start asking them, they back up off you. I'm not saying you to get arrogant. I'm telling you to ask questions. If you know you speed, nigga, don't say why you pull me over. Because then when I want to question him when I wasn't speeding, that's what kills it. Because you lie. If you speed and they pull you over, say, all right, I speed, give me a ticket. Because I know I'm going to say, I wasn't speeding. I was only doing 150. I didn't know that I was speeding. Then when I come to the neighborhood and I'm not speeding, they pull me over. Just to keep us out of the neighborhood, man. So yes, there was a mixture. We have got to put them on the spot. And as you talk to Caucasians, the same way they do us, say, by the way, what's your nationality? I mean, what do you mean? What's your grandmother? She's Irish. Oh, okay, just want to know. Why you want to know? I mean, there's anything wrong with me wanting to know. I just want to know what you know, because if you're Irish, I know that you believe that you came from little gnomes and shit. And at least I know back in your history there's some dumb shit about men walking around with bagpipes and short skirts. You know what I mean? I just want to know, is there anything wrong? And if I talk to a Jew, I say, at least now I know you think you God's chosen. Everybody else is Gentiles. Everybody's going to hell except you. At least I know how you feel about me. Now if I say you're Italian, you belong in the mafia? Why you got to say all Italians is in the mafia? Why you got to say all niggas rob people? Let's set the record straight. Let's stop being questions and let's start throwing some questions. Politely. Like I said many times, they ask you, can you help me in the store? What do you say? Yes. A white person walks up to you and you shopping and say, can I help you? You say yes. The moment I finish shopping, I get my package, I want you to help me carry it to my car. And if you don't intend to do that, then get the fuck out of my face. Straight up. Because they will walk over and ask you, can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can help me. Nigga, carry this bag. That's what you mean, right? Because you can't help me decide what I want to wear based on the way you dressed. You can't help me pick my style of clothes. Look at them shits you got on. So what you mean by help me? Carry my packages. What else could you possibly mean? You understand what I'm saying? Any other questions on it? Yes, brother. There's international courts and there's national courts. All right? We as people that are a product of a kidnapping, not a slavery, we were kidnapped and we were sold. I'm trying to get this in your heads now, because whoever brought you was an accessory after the fact. You understand that? So now, as a